welcome to Channel 19 as Sterling Boys basketball, as the Sterling Knights will take on Audubon, the Green Wave. Sterling overall 9-4, 5-0 in the division. Audubon 2-8 overall and 1-3 in the division.
Yeah, you take a look at it right here. Sterling 5-0 in the division, 9-4 overall, followed by Haddonfield, who's 11-2 overall, 4-1 in the division. That loss coming to Sterling. Collingswood 3-2 in the division, 9-5 overall, followed by Haddon Township with a 7-6 overall record. Haddon Heights with a 5-7 overall record, and West Deptford with a 3-10 overall record.
And we take a look at the Colonial Patriots standings. Paulsboro leading this 4-0 in the divisional standings, as we take a look at 11-2 overall. Gloucester follow right behind them at 4-1. 3-2 as Woodbury. Lindenwold getting able to find a couple of wins. Audubon 2-8 overall, and Gateway 0-5 in the division, 2-8 overall.
Take a look here. Sterling 9-4 first in the Colonial. Liberty putting up 58 points a game, letting in 50 points a game. CJ Mundell, the leading scorer, with 12 points per game. And Jadis McFadden and Jimmy Zingaro with 10 points per game. Andrew Tummings with 9 points per game. And on the other side is Audubon, 2-8 overall. They're fifth in the Colonial Patriot, putting up 36 points a game and letting in 53 points a game. Charlie Grady puts up 10 points per game along with Luke Hokie. And Ryan Johnson with 8 points, and Andrew Trow with 6 points per game.
And we take a look at the game history and all. Sterling leads the series 21-5. Sterling has won 15 of the last 18, and Audubon has won 3 of the last 7.
And the keys to the game here are definitely going to be iron sharpens iron. They got to execute, and they got to keep their discipline involved.
I can't agree more. It's time to execute that defense. They kept Gloucester in that game, and it just was not good for Sterling overall. And take a look at both coaches. Coach Banninger for Sterling and Coach Brian O'Donnell for Audubon, as for the varsity coach of Audubon. Again, these two teams have faced off each other quite a bit, but both in the same conference. So it's going to be a very interesting game, not to say the least. Of course, the last time these two teams played was back in 2020, where Sterling won that game. I believe it was. Said look for the score. 52-31. Of course, Audubon also won in 2022, and also in 2020. The 1st of January 13th, 43-40.
Zingaro right away with 2. And it's took all of 5 seconds for Sterling to score, but here we go.
Just see instantaneously they're able to get possession and instantly able to turn offense into points.
Good job of starting off on the right foot, winning the tip, and going straight in offense.
Thrown away by Driscoll, and here comes Mundell. Mundell right through the lane, out to Zingaro, went 5-hole on him, and out of play.
Take a look right here. Nice job by Mundell, winning the tip, getting it right to Zingaro, who takes it in for the easy layup on the right side.
See Jimmy Zingaro is still wrapped up his wrist.
Look at Jimmy's shoes.
Looks like Crocs.
The polka dot shoes, they're impressive.
They do look impressive. They look nice, and you just tell whose shoes they are.
Behind the back, Mundell all the way to the dish, no good. Rebound into the hands of Charlie Grady.
And that sort of seemed like a forced shot early.
There should have been a foul there as Mundell was held by Driscoll in transition. The official missed it, but either way, it's going to be 2 for CJ Mundell. It's 4-0 Sterling.
And we see that a lot of him out on the perimeter anticipating the pass.
It's a turnover for Audubon. I don't know if we could see that before the turnover from that angle. You could see Driscoll We had a whole jersey full of C.J. Mundell. It happened right in front of us.
Yeah, that was definitely a missed call. Didn't matter though. Mundell still able to keep his composure and chalk up too.
Kind of in a way, a little bit of like a bit of soccer rules, play advantage.
Mike Irmo was announced in the starting lineup, was on the starter sheet, but they went with Josiah Moore. Mundell's going to slam this one home. 6-0 Sterling.
And that's what he does exceptionally well, is high energy dunks off of mistakes.
Driscoll steps on the sideline again, and
take a look at this dunk, and
yes, sir.
The basket is still kind of shaking from that dunk.
Timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout, Audubon. One more look at it here. Yes, sir. Flush that one home.
Put some force behind that one.
And I tell you what, if Driscoll didn't hold him on the previous bucket, that would have been back-to-back flushes again. We saw that in the last game.
You take another replay and just slams that one home.
The elevation for C.J. Mundell. He can get up.
I'm not a betting man, but if I were, I would guess there will be another one of those somewhere throughout this game.
Sterling jumped out to a 6-0 lead last night with the girls against a very good Del Rand team last night.
Yeah, we're hoping for a different result here as they ended up losing that game. Good job from the Del Rand coaching staff of making in-game adjustments to stop Sterling from their really well put together transition attack.
Tummings off the mark, rebound to Audubon, looking for their first points of the game. Are they coming here? Nope. Too strong. Rebound. Mundell tries to bank it off of Johnston, and he does. And it goes into the hallway again. The second consecutive night, might be the third consecutive night.
I think it is.
That the ball goes down the hallway. Maybe they want to play in the old gym across the hall. Is that what the basketball gods are telling us?
Well, I mean, the Lady Knights have won, I believe. Did they win the champion? I know they won a couple games in the old gym.
Mundell from Zingaro. Yes, it's 8-0. 6 points coming from Mundell. 1 from Zingaro.
And now Mundell, of course, averages 12 points a game, and already 6 points in. Audubon's going to have a, right now, struggling, just try to keep him from not scoring.
Tummings, laying is good. Sterling off to the races. Open the game with a 10-0 run.
To put it simply, they're executing and Audubon is not. Sterling is playing great on both ends of the floor.
Driscoll answers with a 3 of his own, and that's exactly what Audubon needed there. They needed some sort of bucket, whether it was from the free throw line or beyond the arc. They'll take that one.
Yeah, they needed a basket to end the dry spell. Good job from Driscoll outside, getting the three-pointer to fall when he needed it most.
Moore, foul line, looks down low for Mundell. Mundell saves it. Corner 3 on the way is off the back iron. Rebound to Mundell. Mundell going to take it 1-on-3, and Audubon will win that battle.
We've seen that a few times tonight. He's trying to force a shot down in the low post where he could probably kick it out to a teammate. Audubon, some decent help defense here tonight on C.J. Mundell.
Foul line jumper from Luke Hoke is good. Sophomore gets his first bucket.
Yeah, Hoke leads the team in points with 97 on the season. Those two will make it 99. He's looking to get over the 100 mark here tonight.
No look pass down low. Look, Mundell trying to get a little too fancy there. Had McFadden in the lane. 3.25 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Glad you joined us here on Channel 19. Rob Strauss, John Hallwood, and Jacob Clark. Sterling and Audubon. These two teams separated by less than, I would say, 4 or 5 miles. But Colonial Conference rivals nonetheless. 3 ball almost rattles home for Johnston, but they get the offensive rebound. Driscoll for three. Yes.
Driscoll making his second three. Just impressive from the senior.
And after Sterling controlled the opening 5 minutes, Audubon has controlled, as of late, 8-0 run for Audubon after trailing 10-0.
Seemed like they tried to get too flashy in their offensive game, trying to do too much, caused a few turnovers. Audubon's starting to capitalize. Now it's just a 2-point game.
McFadden for two down low.
Breaks the 8-0 run.
And I think what Sterling's got to understand, just keep it simple, keep it to your playing style. Don't change anything. Don't get too fancy with it. Don't change too much up, and you'll beat your conference teams.
Grady gets his first bucket. The junior has two of his own right now. Tummings back up top for Zingaro. Zingaro. Good ball movement in the perimeter. Nice no-look pass. Zingaro can't convert from about 8 feet out. And 90 seconds remaining. Sterling leading 12-10 here in this first quarter. Nice give and go and a reverse lay-in by Ryan Johnston. And he is the fourth starter to score for Audubon. Each team is spreading the scoring around with 4 players scoring.
Play was ran to perfection right there. Nice finish from Johnson. Used the right hand on the left side. Went underneath. Tough finish. And now the game's all tied at 12.
Mundell, yes. 8 points for CJ Mundell. And just under a minute remaining, Sterling with a 2-point lead as we take one more look at the basket. Got the friendly roll there. And Coach Behringer coaching him up. Talk about this perimeter ball movement here from Sterling. And then the drive. Saw the little bit of lane, was working against Charlie Grady, the junior. Same starting 5 out for Sterling out of this timeout. Actually, check that. They're going to sub out Josiah Moore and bring in Nafis Robinson.
I think Audubon's also made a change too. I think that Andrew Trow came into the game.
Again, looking down low, swatted away by Mundell. Return Grady to sender.
And again, just the elevation from CJ Mundell, you see from here, is just incredible. Able to knock that one down.
3 ball is good again from Driscoll. He has 9. All 3 of his field goals coming from beyond the arc, and it's a 15-14 lead for the Green Wave. Count the basket and the foul for McFadden.
Just an amazing shot from McFadden. Almost looked like that shouldn't have even been considered to go in. Take a look right here. 2 players and just goes right between them, and it's just a great job from Jadis McFadden.
Fantastic body control, working around the defender.
And before I was going to say, I think Driscoll has made all of his threes for 3. So he's 3 for 3 for threes, I believe.
3 for 3 on threes. Say that 5 times fast.
I'm not gonna attempt that.
15 seconds left to go in the quarter. Keep an eye on Driscoll. He's got the ball. He's got the hot hand for Audubon. Being guarded closely by Mundell. That's a foul on Mundell. That'll be his first, team's first. Heard that even through our headsets. That was pretty obvious.
You didn't hear
5
ball
seconds
on that
left. And that goes out of play, and it will be Sterling basketball. 1 second exactly on the clock. Just enough time for a catch and shoot. Zingaro is going to give it a heave, and it just misses to the right. But Sterling going to lead this one 16-15. They went out to a 10-0 lead. Audubon answered back with 8 of their own. It's been back and forth ever since. We'll come back with second quarter action. Sterling leads us 1 by 1 after 1.
Whether you are a young athlete or an active adult, Dr. Vincent Marchese of Beatty Harris Sports Medicine helps you to reach your physical goals. The team, with locations in Newtown Square, Cherry Hill, and South Philadelphia, treats everything from acute sprains and sports-related concussion to arthritis and chronic tendon pain. Through an evidence-based, patient-centered approach, Beatty Harris Sports Medicine delves deep to find the source of your pain and get you back to the activities you love. To schedule your evaluation, visit BeattyHarrisSportsMed.com or call 610-601-9177.
Take an aerial view of our facility here. We're going to go right across the auxiliary football field, the practice field there by the tennis courts. The new solar panels looking real sharp, and CJ Mundell looking real sharp right now. 8 points in that first quarter. Sean Driscoll for Audubon with 9, all of which coming from three-point range, and Audubon will control. Driscoll right in front of us to inbound to his teammate Luke Hoke. Being guarded closely there by Zingaro. Pair of twos working against each other. Good defense by Zingaro. Almost got the 3-second call.
Great job from Mundell, able to tap the ball away.
Hoke drives to the basket, and he's going to go down hard. He'll go to the foul line to shoot a pair. And they're going to get Nafis Robinson on the foul on the help defense. His first, team's second.
Foul is on number 10, Robinson. First foul, team second.
Hoke can't convert. Had 1 field goal in the first. Averaging 10 a game as the sophomore. Very young team. Only 1 senior on this Audubon squad in Sean Driscoll. 1 of 2 for Luke Hoke. He has 3 points.
CJ.
Again, there's that perimeter passing, waiting for the open player. Tummings has it blocked, and there's going to be a whistle, and it will be Sterling basketball. McFadden inbound, wide open. Robinson from the corner. Yes!
That's a bucket.
Nafis Robinson scores Sterling's first 3 of the game and gives him a 3-point lead. Almost picked off. Tro had it blocked away, and it will stay Green Wave basketball. Take one more look at the 3 by Robinson. Audubon tries to answer with a 3 of their own. Too strong for Ryan Johnston, and here comes Robinson. Robinson has it deflected away by Tro. Good back check by Andrew Tro, the sophomore. Here's my one hockey reference of the night. Right? I get one in every broadcast, whether I recognize it or you recognize it or not.
Yeah, you always try to get hockey references in there anyway.
Listen, it's the Canadian in me. I'm sorry. What are you talking about?
Hey, Canada.
Zingaro, floater does not go, gets the rebound and the putback.
Jimmy buckets.
All right, that's enough. That's enough.
You say that for now.
Yeah.
And then you make
Until the next reference.
Let's go.
Tummings, 1-on-2, converts.
That's what you're talking about right there.
4 points for Andrew Tummings. Sterling opening this quarter up with a very quick 7-1 run.
And just like they did in the first quarter, Sterling goes into a run, and let's see what Audubon can answer back with.
Well, they went with Driscoll earlier. He was the guy that really gave the spark to this offense. Beautiful pass down low. Charlie Grady.
That was a pass.
One of those situations where the pass was just as nice as the bucket. Tummings no good. Rebound. Battle down low. Tro down there, and they're going to call jump ball. 5:48 left to go in the half. Mundell going to check out of the game, as well as McFadden, and bring in Josiah Moore and Kelvin Russell, the junior. Different look for Sterling. Go up top for Moore.
So Josiah.
It's a 5-point Sterling lead. Robinson on the drive. Floats that one up, no good. Rebound to Audubon. Nice move by the sophomore. Stops, pops. Too strong. Rebound to Russell. Oh, almost traveled to Josiah Moore. Almost dragged that pivot foot. Moore in the corner, passes up on the open three. McFadden thought about it, gives it to Zingaro, who's going to drive. Runs into trouble in the lane, and it will be Sterling basketball. Just a shade under 5 minutes remaining in the half. Robinson for three. Yes! Off the bench, Nafis Robinson. 6 points, 2 threes. And you got to like that spark coming off the bench.
You really
didn't need a warm up out of him. He just comes right in the game cold and buries a pair of threes. First three that Driscoll has missed. Offensive rebound to Audubon. Another three on the way. This one again too strong. Rebound to Slavin.
Russell's going to slow it down. Good job by him.
That's a three.
Tummings for three. Nothing but air there for Tummings. Left that one well short. Tro. Over to Grady, who gets the roll.
Good shot, good shot.
6 points for Charlie Grady. And it's a 6-point Sterling lead, under 4 to play. Zingaro, some fancy crossover moves, gets the bucket. And Zingaro has 6 of his own.
Quarter right now is going quite fast, of course, by the feels of things.
Looking down low, right in the hands of Russell. Somehow winds up in Luke Hoke's hands. And he had to fire that one off pretty quick. Didn't get much on that. Moore open for three. Leaves that short. Rebound down low to Tro. And a whistle will be a timeout. Audubon with 3:18 remaining. They try and, clock's still running. Let's see if they add more time back on the clock. It's a 30-second timeout nonetheless, and an 8-point Sterling lead. And they put it back to 3:18. Good job by Mr. Farr on the scorers table. Always done a fantastic job there. Off day tomorrow here on Channel 19. And then a pair of events Thursday and Friday we'll have for you on Channel 19. Woodbury ladies coming to town on, I believe, Thursday. And then Friday is a wrestling against Haddon Township match, so that'll a full slate.
Good defense.
Driscoll looks down low, and a travel before the shot by Grady, and Sterling will get it right back with 3:04 left to go in the second. Mundell feeling it from 3-ball range, no good. And it's going to be a foul going the other way as Robinson got in there a little bit too early. He's going to pick up his second foul, team's third. I agree with you, John. This is a very speedy first half.
It is. It's gone by quite fast. Of course, the scoring is
still. Oh.
Robinson and Driscoll go down hard, fighting for that loose ball. It will stay Audubon basketball. Zingaro checks back into the game for Russell. And Tumming is going to check into the game for Nafis Robinson, who had the hot hand from distance. 8 points from C.J. Mundell, 6 from Robinson, 6 from Zingaro. If you're scoring at home. Driscoll baseline drive, stops, pops, and leaves that a little too strong. Another offensive rebound. Tro for three. Off the back of the iron. Mundell comes down with the rebound. Nice pass to Tummings. Tummings crossover 1-on-2, pump fake drive. Can't convert. Rebound to Grady. And they're going to call foul. Moore and Grady go down hard. Almost had that conversion, did Andrew Tummings, a senior. 4 points tonight. Well, they pick up Moore on the foul. That'll be his first, team's fourth. I thought they called a jump ball initially. The trap causes the turnover. Tummings under the basket. Count the basket and the foul.
That's what I'm talking about.
Trap worked out beautiful, quite great, and then just Tummings able to get the foul and able to get the 2 points too.
So they work on 24/7.
They got Driscoll on the foul. That's his first. That's the team's second. Tummings shooting 50% from the line, averaging 9 a game. 6 points so far. Looking to make it 7 is Tummings, and he does. Trap coming for Sterling, and that leaves an open man down low. In Tro can't convert after 2 opportunities. Mundell comes down with the rebound with under 2 to go. Mundell, some fancy behind the back, between the legs moves, gives over to Tummings, leaves that one short, rebound to Driscoll.
Try to get Driscoll to trip up or try to make him go for something.
Zingaro tries to bank it off of Luke Hoke. And a little flick play by Zingaro.
Right in front of us too. You're gonna.
Soccer season ended a little while ago. Don't tell Jimmy Zingaro that. Really, he's going to rainbow that one back into play.
That would be impressive to see.
Picked off by Mundell.
McFadden
McFadden all the way to the dish. Can't convert. Mundell there for the putback. 10 points for C.J. Mundell, and he leads all scorers with 10. Another turnover. Tummings traveled.
You can see right here, McFadden unable to get it in, and Mundell just able to slightly tap it back in.
Comes the press again. Audubon basketball. Good defense by Jadis McFadden. .107 remaining in the half. Sterling with a 33-20 lead.
Good trap.
It was 16-15 after one, so Sterling again with the defense, creating turnovers and turning turnovers into points. Zingaro, baseline drive, finds Tummings. He can't convert, gets his own rebound off the glass and in, count it, and one. They get Tro with the foul, his first, team's third. Tummings has 9.
Well, he averages 9 points a game. So already going to maybe surpass his average after this free throw.
Oh, you did it, John.
Yeah,
you did it.
Yeah, I did it.
I was hoping you wouldn't say it. Another turnover. Zingaro wide open underneath the basket. Converts the lay-in. And Zingaro has 8. 30 seconds left to go. 37-20. Another turnover. Zingaro, yes.
Yes, trap is there.
It's just right now raining points for Sterling Knights
now.
Turnover after turnover right now. Audubon isn't able to find a...
10 seconds remaining. Sterling going to hold for a final shot. Leading this one by nearly 20. McFadden. No. And that is how the half will end. Sterling, thanks to some gritty defense in the final 3-4 minutes, has this one out to a 39-20 lead after one half. We'll get off to a quick break. Second half action right after this.
Tonight's leading scorers, Zingara and Mundell with 10 apiece. Number 8 with Driscoll with 9.
What's up? I'm DJ Wagner, and I play for Camden High. I got vaccinated against COVID-19 so I could protect my teammates, coaches, family, and friends.
I got my shot because I know the truth. The vaccine works and saves lives.
With the Delta variant spreading, we need you to get off the bench and get in the game.
No excuses.
The vaccine is the best way we can protect our community.
This is your shot.
This is your shot.
Make it count.
For a list of free vaccination locations, visit CamdenCounty.com/vaccine.
Where were you? You were supposed to meet me at my locker.
I had to get my books.
Let's go.
Where are we going?
Don't worry about it.
Big City Greens. Hey, Leah, you want to play with me? Yeah. Yeah. Can I live with you? Sure. Sorry for being mean to you, Vaughn. It's okay, Leah. I love you.
Dude, you trying to win some big money tonight?
Yeah, they don't call me Johnny Wiggles for nothing.
Man, you better not sell me. I had a bad couple of weeks, but I need this money. Let's go win. Have you ever been here before?
Yeah, I have.
Dude, this looks amazing.
Yes, it does.
Welcome to Nightlife Casino. I'm Ricky, your dealer for tonight. We'll be starting shortly.
Let's have a good night.
The game is blackjack.
I'm feeling a little frisky. Let's go 200.
Already? It's the first game. Nah, I'm playing it safe.
Round 1 is over. Sir, you've tied. Sir, you've lost. The next round will start in 10 seconds.
I told you not to go all in. What are you doing?
I'm doing what's right. I'm going all in.
You're nuts? That's all your allowance. That's all your money. You're gonna go bankrupt.
Man, I know.
Told you.
People are oblivious to the facts and supportive of the fiction. What should you believe? Believe the facts. COVID-19 is a real problem, and here's how you can do your part. Social distancing works. 6 feet apart from everyone. Proper mask placement prevents the virus from getting in and out, and lets you breathe normally. And if you're not near a sink, you can use hand sanitizer to kill the virus before it can keep spreading. But whenever you can, wash your hands. Soap, water, happy birthday. You know the drill. Let's help each other get through this. Stay safe, stay healthy, and go to cdc.gov for more information.
If you're struggling with consent, just imagine instead of initiating sex, you're making them a cup of coffee. You say, "Hey, would you like a cup of coffee?" And they respond with, "Thank you, I'd love a cup of coffee." Then make them a cup of coffee. However, if you ask them, "Hey, would you like a cup of coffee?" And they answer, "I'm not sure," you can make them a cup, but be aware that they may not drink it. If they decline, this is the important part, don't make them drink the coffee. Just because you made it, that doesn't mean that you're entitled to watch them drink it. If they say no, don't make them coffee to begin with. If you can understand how utterly ridiculous it is to force someone to drink a cup of coffee, and recognize when someone doesn't want coffee, then how hard is it to understand it when it comes to sex? Whether it be coffee or sex, consent is everything.
Tank Maroney!
Where am I?
Tank Maroney, you are being convicted of not wearing your mask and exposing others to COVID.
I've done no such thing.
Show me.
Here's our proof. Please forgive me.
Silence! For your recklessness to not abide by the rules, I sentence you to 10 months of short breath.
Endless coffin.
And endless pain.
Are we in here for the same thing?
Yeah. Sadly.
Welcome back to Sterling Knights boys basketball action. Sterling leads this one 39-20 over the Audubon Green Wave. Take a look at the numbers. Zingaro and Mundell with 10, Tummings with 9, and on the other side, Driscoll with 9, Grady with 6, and Hoke with 3. And we're going to take a look at Audubon's Driscoll here. Mr. Schulz, what you saying?
Driscoll could definitely hit it from the outside, and Audubon got into a comfort zone when they were in their half-court set, but as you look at Driscoll again, draining it. But Matt, once Sterling amped up the pressure, it was pretty much a team that pulled away from that point.
Oh yeah, you could tell. As soon as Sterling started putting that press on Audubon, they were really struggling here. As you can see right here, we got Mundell on the fast break, go and get into the open court. It's a great finish as well. I mean, obviously, if Sterling keeps up that pressure in the second half, CJ Mundell's got the talent and the ability to go in there and get many more points for Sterling and definitely put this game to bed. Look at that. What a take right there.
Yeah, and doing a good job finishing off of a lot of those steals as you're watching some of the highlights here.
Yeah, for sure. J.S. McFadden here, in my opinion, he's one of the best finishers on this team. I feel like every time we're watching a game, he's always getting to the bucket, finishing through contact. He's doing a great job of that. He's really stepping up this year as a leader.
And a real good job. You know, Sterling's gone through some tough times in the last couple games, and you always like to see when you have a team that's challenged the way Audubon challenged Sterling, with Driscoll hitting the threes, getting the game tied. I believe going ahead by 1, having Sterling pull away and do what they had to do. And again, it all started with the pressure defense.
Yeah, for sure. It just goes to show that this Sterling team has fight. And obviously, ever since Coach Barringer's come in, that's what this team's been made of. That's their mentality. They always come in, play hard, and it really works for them.
And Audubon will keep possession after a bit of a miscue offensively. Driscoll gets it into Johnson.
You see here, Jimmy Zingaro picking up at half court, just like we were talking about, keeping that pressure on Audubon.
Poke outside. He's got Trow. Driscoll fires up a 3, doesn't go, and Sterling corrals the rebound. Tummings pushing the break, drives right at Driscoll. They're going to get him with a charge.
That's unlucky right there from Tummings. He did the right thing, going, driving into the man, taking the contact, just got unlucky. Unfortunate call, didn't go his way.
And that quick trip up the floor doesn't give Audubon a chance to really get set up in their half-court defense, but unfortunately Sterling wasn't able to finish on that one.
As you can see here, Sterling's keeping that high press. They definitely went into halftime, and Barringer made sure that was a key point to harp on right there. Keep that press high, because Audubon's just really been struggling to handle that.
Struggling to beat the press still as Johnson gets by. And another turnover for Audubon as McFadden, front of the break, gets it to Tummings. Shot by Tummings in the low post won't go. Rebound, Audubon gets it up to Hoke.
It's unlucky that Drew didn't get the finish there, but it's still a great job by Sterling running the court on the fast break and being able to get these open looks.
And I like the no-look pass there by Jadis McFadden.
Oh, yeah, he's playing great at the 1 position this year. They moved Jimmy Zingaro to the 2 this year to try to get him some more open looks, and Jadis McFadden has done a great job of stepping up and being the facilitator for this offense.
And it's a nice luxury to have. You have 2 guys that, if need be, obviously Jimmy can play the point.
Yeah.
And you have 2 guys out front that really do a good job handling the ball.
So definitely one of the more dangerous backcourts in the Colonial Conference.
Hoke outside, doesn't go. Rebound Grady. And now shot doesn't go there for Trow. Driscoll outside. No luck there. Audubon can't buy a bucket here to begin this second half.
Good decision there by Jadis, not trying to force anything, just recycling the ball.
They're going to get a foul on Andrew Trow.
You see that a lot with Jimmy Zingaro getting the pass, almost stepping into the pass and having that real nice baseline drive where the defender just can't keep up.
Yeah, he's just got a great basketball IQ. I mean, I've been playing with Jimmy for a while, and every time you're on the court with him, he just makes everything easier for the rest of the team. It's like such a luxury to have a player like that can just go and make other people open.
Mundell fires up a shot.
Great pull-up jumper there.
Fantastic shot from CJ Mundell, makes this one 40-20, 41-20, excuse me. Hope is
high press from Sterling.
Struggling to beat the press.
Yeah. He's gonna have to watch his 8 seconds too. There you go. That's great from Sterling. Barringer's gonna love that. Because obviously no foul, they're just forcing Audubon into pressure. That's perfect. Perfect defense, perfect example of the press.
And he's going to keep up with the press because obviously they have no answer. As we look at Channel 19 having an answer for Thursday. Girls basketball will play Gateway. And that's this Thursday live on Channel 19. Girls basketball going against Gateway. And you can look at it either live on Channel 19 or on YouTube. There you see Coach Barringer talking to his troops. Now, guys, with the pressure defense, the thing about that is that kind of wears you out a little bit, so you got to reach out to your depth for help there and bring some guys off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, Sterling's for sure had a lot of bench help this year. Obviously, you have Nafis Robinson coming in off the bench. You got Mike Ermel down today, but he comes in, gives good numbers. He's normally a starter,
yeah.
But you have Josiah coming in, giving good minutes off the bench. Mark Lockett. I mean, that's just good for Sterling to have because obviously, like you said, the high press, it takes a lot of energy, it wears you out, so the bench is very important.
Yeah, Robinson's contributions tonight with a couple outside shots have really helped Sterling, give them a spark offensively.
Yeah, for sure.
We've also seen Josiah Moore hot from time to time. Again, great depth for this Sterling team that'll probably help them throughout, and that is a tough foul there as Driscoll was grabbing his eye initially after contact.
A little ambitious there by CJ, but with the high press, that's something you're not exactly upset with because he's working hard, trying to get the ball. It's just an unlucky foul right there. Contact right there. This is a good chance for Audubon getting to the line. Obviously, down 21 at the moment. These free throws can be big, change the momentum a little bit, get them back on the board.
Well, and Audubon is a young team, guys. They only have the one senior in Driscoll. Very young team, not a lot of numbers on this team. So getting these young guys this experience in their freshman and sophomore years is really big.
And a good experience for a young team being pressured by a team like Sterling. Obviously, you're struggling right now, but it just something like that can teach you how you've got to play the game a little bit faster.
Yeah, for sure. The Colonial Conference is known to just be a high pace, quick, aggressive conference in every sport, not just basketball. So for these Audubon kids growing up, going and just being able to mature in their freshman and sophomore years, give it a couple years, and when they do get into more games like this, when they're older, this will be a great experience for them.
Well, and obviously it was Driscoll that made the game close, made it a one-point game, but they were in it for a little bit towards the end of that first quarter, and then Sterling started to run away with it.
Yeah, no, they were definitely hanging around, but once that high press came, they were struggling to handle it, and obviously you can expect that with the young team, so like I said, a couple more years, and this will be a good learning experience from them.
Driscoll outside, fires up a deep three, and that one's going to go for Sean Driscoll.
NBA range right there.
Showing off the range.
And we're looking at Driscoll, looking at a little bit like Larry
Yeah.
Bird there. Yeah.
Larry Bird range right there on that three, too. Look at that. Yeah.
And that was the first time we really didn't put, you saw Drew jump out at him, but didn't put the solid pressure that we had earlier in this half. And Driscoll's going to make you pay.
Turnover for Audubon leads to a foul that'll get Mundell at the line.
See, great work there by CJ, too, picking up the ball, taking it right to the cup, not being afraid of the contact. Look at this right here. There's a man in the paint, but obviously he's not going to get out of the way. Sorry, there's a guy right there.
And you always, we were talking a little about speed and the speed of the varsity level as opposed to JV. And a lot of people think foot speed, but it's also the quick passing and the speed in your decision making has to be that much quicker.
It's a big thing of basketball. The court's very small. It's a tight area. You have to be quick in decision making. So obviously, when you're tight in like this and you're getting pressed, you got to be quick on your feet, but you also got to be quick in your mind too, making decisions where you're going to pass, know where you're going to pass before the ball gets to you. And obviously, going back to it, I think that's something that Jimmy Zingaro is so good at. He's got such a good basketball IQ. Same thing with J.S. McFadden, that when they do get pressured like this, they're obviously good enough to make quick decisions, get the ball out of their hands.
Yeah, those guys are fantastic facilitators for their team. They know when to make the right pass, when to not force a shot, when they're open enough to take a shot on the outside. Really good basketball IQ, as you said, Matt.
See that right there. Quick hands from Jimmy Zingaro there. Be able to get the steal.
Tummings outside, finds Robinson, fires up a three, rims out, and rebound Audubon. Gets it off to Hope with about 4 minutes left to go here. And Johnson fires up a three. That one's good for Ryan Johnson, the sophomore, outside.
This is where you got to be careful if you're Sterling, because if Audubon comes down and hits a couple more threes here, cut it down to a 13-point game, you never know.
We've seen him their shooting is what made the game close. If they can keep shooting lights out.
Yeah, you know, we've seen Sterling let teams get back into games and struggle to close games this year, so this is something that they're definitely going to have to harp on.
A prime example of that one is the Williamstown game. They had every chance to put it away and just couldn't get the job done, hoping for a different result as Jimmy Zingaro makes this a 20-point game.
Great work by Zingaro there.
And bit of a collision. Mundell hit a stop, drop, and roll after that one.
You know, you look back on this replay here. It was a great find by Jimmy, throwing to split the defenders, find Drew in the low post.
And a good job by Drew, not just receiving the ball, but stepping into it, being able to get it, and then follows it up with a steal. Sterling is doing a great job after Audubon hits a three, getting the defensive pressure to get them back and extend the lead to 20.
Oh, yeah, they're responding very well. Not giving their heads down, getting upset. If Audubon's going and getting on the board, they're responding well, taking energy on the offensive end and going and getting a bucket back.
Foul will be on Charlie Grady. And Mark Lockett is going to check into the game for Jadis McFadden.
Like we were saying earlier, obviously Jada's pressing very hard, getting these subs eventually, and Mark's a great player coming off the bench to give Sterling those minutes.
Going to get another foul on Audubon that'll send Andrew Tummings to the line.
Yeah, that's good work by Drew to go in and not try to force anything, get a little pump fake and get his defender off his feet so he can go up and try to draw some contact.
They got the foul on Driscoll, his second. Tummings at the line.
If you're Audubon, you really don't want to see Driscoll get into foul trouble here, so he's got to be smart on the defensive end. He's got 2, so obviously it's not a worrying number, but you get into that 3-4 foul range, then obviously you're going to have to sit him down, and he's what's, you know, been, I don't want to say carrying, but he's facilitating almost everything for this Audubon offense, and it would be killing for them if he were to have to get taken out of the game.
Tummings gets the second to go, and in the game is Russell for the Knights. Press continues. Hokie finds Johnson, back to Hoke. Gets it to Driscoll. And now they're in the half court set. Driscoll guarded by Mundell now. Johnson outside.
So yeah, I think this
Coach Barringer really using his bench, again, to be able to defend like they're defending.
Johnson fires up a three. Doesn't go. Rebound. Robinson up to Zingaro.
You know, the one thing you love to see there from the Feast is the minute he got that ball in the rebound, he was immediately picking his head up and looking for an outlet upfield, up court, and that's something that Barringer will definitely love when he goes and watches this game back.
Robinson outside, finds Zingaro, drives to the baseline, a fantastic finish. Are you kidding me? Jimmy Zingaro.
Man, he's good.
That's a highlight reel if you ever saw one right there. What a play.
And Mundell goes for the steal, tries to save it and does, but in the hands of Driscoll. Hook fires up a three, rims out. Mundell grabs the rebound.
Rebound there for CJ.
Woo. Finds Russell. Robinson outside. Shot doesn't go. Hoke with the rebound, looking to run a break here.
That's getting dropped.
And he's going to draw contact from Mundell. And take another look at this.
Wow.
My goodness.
Yeah, that's great work from Zingaro. Honestly, you can see there just the basketball awareness to know where he is at under the rim, and obviously not to step out of bounds there. That's just so impressive.
Yeah, it started out with great quickness on that baseline, and we always see him with that quick first step, and wow, what a way to finish there.
Take another look at the entirety of the play here.
You look right here, obviously, too. You can see Jimmy's on the low block to begin this play. You can see that his defender's in a position where if he cuts and comes out to the three-point line, he knows he can get the ball, he knows he'll be open, and it's just great basketball IQ to be able to do that.
Free throw is good from Hoke, and timeout on the floor.
Girls basketball tomorrow, Thursday, January 27th. At 5:30, we're going against Woodbury, who's having a pretty good year, and it's going to be live on Channel 19
That will definitely be
YouTube.
Yeah, that will definitely be a good test for the girls. Woodbury's got a very good program over there, so definitely be a good see where the girls are at this middle of the season.
No
Good
doubt
test.
about it. A couple tough games this week. First Delran, and then Woodbury, who's having one of their better years in a few years, in the last few years this year.
Let's see, we got some fans out here. That's just nice to see. See a couple of the super fans. Not many. Hopefully we'll be back soon.
Yeah, the super fans definitely bring the energy that you need in this gym. No question about it.
You know, honestly, I don't think there's a home court, home field advantage like Sterling anywhere else, and possibly for sure the Colonial Conference. But you could argue South Jersey.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Our fans are a game changer for these teams.
Super fans are dearly missed. They were in here for a few games, put fan restrictions, hoping they'll be back, especially for the next time that Sterling will face Haddonfield. That one will be home.
Man, honestly, if you're Haddonfield, I think you're sitting here hoping and praying that the super fans aren't here when they come into town because, like I said, the super fans are just such a game changer. They really get the players built around them. You know what I mean?
Well, that game was close. I believe it was a one-possession game was the final score, and it was at Haddonfield. So getting the super fans in here would be huge. You bring that true home court advantage.
Yeah. Haddonfield, the number 9 team in South Jersey. This loss to Sterling is still their only of the season. So, I mean, it just goes to show that when they come here, it's going to be a real battle for them. Good test.
Take a look here.
Unlucky there from Zingaro.
He got the travel on him. It was tough to tell.
That was good work from Audubon right there to break that press. That was very well done.
Fantastic finish from Sean Driscoll.
Yeah, you know, I think if you watch this game back, you can just see that Audubon's really been able to adjust and not necessarily beat the press, but they've definitely become a little bit more aware of when it's coming and how to get through it.
Well, and as a young team, you're looking a lot of how can we progress, even if that progression happens in game, is good IQ from Jimmy Zingaro to
Driscoll finishing.
It's a good finish at the rim. Driscoll's been a real bother for the Sterling teams today. As we get to the cup, he's been hitting deep range threes, so someone that's been very difficult to guard because he has so much in his locker.
got a foul on the floor here. 2.5 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Larry Bird lookalike is Sean Driscoll.
Yeah, he does shoot like it. A lot of Larry Bird comparisons over here.
McFadden at the buzzer. Woo, just short.
I thought he had that one. I'm not going to lie. It was right there from our angle.
And Sterling with a commanding lead over Audubon, 51-30, heading into the fourth. We'll be right back with fourth quarter action after this.
Welcome back to fourth quarter action. Sterling leading this 51-30 over the Audubon Green Wave. Sterling having a great second and third quarter, basically controlling the game as Tummings will give this one to Zingaro, joined by
Jumbo Reddick and
yeah.
Mr. Schulz. Jumbo, you got to like this defense that Sterling's bringing to the table with all the pressure.
Yes, practice it like 24/7. So
Yeah, so you know it's definitely something that's preached by Coach Barringer.
yeah, it's a lot.
McFadden.
Bad pass.
Yeah. Took the words right out of my mouth. As Audubon able to get some good defense going. There's Hoke. Driscoll. Driscoll again, just been the hot hand in the that second quarter. Mundell able to slap that one down for Sterling. Mundell just having a magnificent game. I believe he's had 14 points so far into this game, if I'm not mistaken. And this is Grady right here, unable to make his layup, but able to get the rebound and gets the foul.
A lot of physical play down in the low post, and obviously, Jumbo, I'm going to assume you're a low post player. Is that a correct assumption on my part?
Yes.
What do you like about playing down on the low post?
You know, it's easy, you know, because like you got a little guy on you, and you know you can put him in a post or like get around him easy. You know, it's like better having a height advantage at that point.
Yeah, and you could be physical, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy for a guy your size to box somebody out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great, he's going to go for his
Jumbo, of course, is a two-way tackle on the football team, and also a basketball player.
Scaro's going to give this one to Tummings. To McFadden. Robinson now with it. Back to McFadden. And now I think Sterling's just going to try and just keep passing this around and look for open shots as Robinson goes for a three, goes in and out.
And you saw that right there. Good ball movement led to a drive and a kick out. And that's when Sterling can really be effective in addition to the pressure defense that they have.
Hope takes a shot, goes in and out, but Grady able to get the rebound, and Sterling able to get the rebound himself, and Tummings is down on the floor but is fouled. Sterling will go to the free throw line.
Fouls on number 10, Slavin. First foul, team 7.
As Joe Slavin was the one to commit the foul, his first of tonight, and the team 7th. And Andrew Tummings, of course, averaging 9 points, and I believe he has surpassed that 9-point margin. Well, he's definitely has now.
Yeah, he's been really good defending the perimeter. Has had a few steals off the press, has a couple of these guys, and really a good job finishing.
Yes.
Unable to make the second one. Driscoll now sends it back.
Good pass.
Poke, it's gonna go for a three, goes in and out. Audubon setting up a great pass, left Sterling quite defenseless, and his Hope had a wide open three, but goes in and out.
Fast movement.
Moore now going to try to give it to Robinson, not able to. Now just Driscoll with it. He's going to send up a three himself, and that one doesn't want to go in. Audubon able to get some points, but just unable to make defense come into offense.
Yeah, they've really struggled. I mean, they're trying with some drives to the baskets and kickouts to get that outside shooting going, but Sterling's just done a great job not allowing them to get into a good half-court rhythm.
Tagaro almost loses it, takes a shot, doesn't go in, overshoots it. To Audubon now, as that ball is going to go out. Robinson unable to save it, as that's going to be Audubon's ball.
And you see Coach Barringer and Audubon coach Brian O'Donnell, been there for probably about 4 years, I think now. It might be up by a little bit, but does a nice job with these kids.
Driscoll able to get the layup,
Good layup right there.
Help defense came over there just a little bit late, but they're still making Audubon work hard for the baskets, and I think that's got to be a good feeling.
Yes, sir. Good shot right there.
Tunning's going to go for a three on hits rim. Driscoll now, the senior. Hope now thinks about driving the basket, gives it to Johnston. Back to Hope. Driscoll going to go for a long NBA three and unable to get that one, and that one's going to give it to Grady, who gets his own rebound and gets the layup.
Grady for two.
Now, I think we got caught looking at that one flat-footed. Didn't take on a body, and the Audubon forward came up and took advantage of it as you look at Grady right there, doing a nice job.
Didn't think Sterling was not ready for that one. He didn't think anyone was close by it, and just Grady was able to get there.
And Jumbo, you see them coming up. You know, obviously, when it drives the basket, you have the help defense coming over. What's the key? Is it communication?
Yeah,
but having good help defense.
A lot of communication, like telling your teammates like if you're there, or like if there's a screen coming or something, just like you got like yell it on the court, like screen coming, right? Like help, like just just to let them know that like you're there in that perimeter.
Yeah, that's good.
Josiah Moore able to get a nice layup for Sterling, and Sterling right now leading this 54-35 late in this fourth quarter. And mistake from Hook, and Zingaro now going to give it to Tummings. Tummings gets the layup.
Great layup right there.
Nice pass from Zingaro and great body control. We've been seeing a lot of real good body control from Tummings, getting up there and finishing.
Johnston now with it. Gonna give it to Tro. Tro now with it, still trying to find someone, gives to Hope. Hope driving to the basket and loses possession, and that's gonna be a foul against Sterling. This might be against Jimmy Zingaro. Luke Hoke averages 10 points a game, only a sophomore. And it's not. It's actually Andrew Tummings. He has 3 fouls, team 7th.
Coach Barringer bringing more of his bench out in the last couple minutes of this game. You see Josiah Weck going to get in the game, along with Russell.
Mundell.
Good shot, set.
More. Zingaro. Gonna go for the layup. And unable to, and out of frustration hits the wall, and I think timeout, might be timeout Audubon.
Yeah, see Coach Barringer going to be able to get some of the other guys in the game, and it's good to see them get in there, and really a good win here for this Sterling team, considering they've gone through a little bit of a tough time. Talk a little bit about that, Jumbo. What does that do for the morale of the team?
Hopefully give them like a nice boost of confidence to go into the next game and win it. You know.
And you take a look at the Colonial Liberty standings right there, and again, Sterling right now with this win would stay on top. Haddonfield are still trailing right behind. Basically, it's a
big miss right there.
Audubon made some changes, some of them not in our sheet. Zingaro. Just 90 seconds remaining left in this fourth quarter. Josiah. Now back to Zingaro, and I think Sterling right now is just going to pass it around. As soon as I say that, though, Mark Lockett's going to try and take a shot.
Oh. Wow. Thought we could have seen Josiah get to the free throw line there.
Thought he got fouled first before the ball went out.
Get a bucket. Oh. Ah, too short.
Robinson able to yank the layup as this game's going to go 35-60 for Sterling. Or 35. And sure enough, post game sure to follow, as Sterling will likely be, or basically winners in this game. Zingaro now just holding it for the last 30 seconds. Actually drives to the basket, trying to give it to Josiah. Trying to get Josiah Wedge with his first points, I think first varsity points.
Yes. That'd be a great, great boost of confidence for him.
Audubon gonna try and get something going. As we hit 10 seconds. Audubon's likely going to take a shot. Johnson's going to go for a three, and it does make the three. And Sterling's just going to hold it, as Sterling's going to win this game 58-38. A nice 20-point lead for Sterling. And we're going to take a short break for the post-game show right after this. Sterling wins this 58-38. See you back in post-game.
Then you should adjust your seat or mess with the radio before driving. Buckle your seatbelt. Also, remember to turn your lights on to avoid hitting deer or ignorant pedestrians. Ignore the phone. It can wait. Keep in mind that you're not the only one on the road. Remember, you should always be aware of animals.
This is Stop It.
Stop It is an anonymous app where you can report any instance of bullying against your peers.
You can also use the Stop It app to alert staff members if someone is contemplating harm to themselves so they can get help.
Stop It is easy to use. Once you open the app, you have to enter your school's access code.
Our code is SHS Knights.
Once you open the app, you can hit the Submit a Tip function to explain the situation and send a video or photo evidence.
You can be the answer.
You can help someone in need.
You can stop.
With our players of the game, we're first going to talk to Andrew Tummings. And Andrew, it was a good win for your team to get. Talk a little about what went on there and how you guys turned things around with the pressure.
Well, we just started, trying to talk more on defense, trying to apply pressure, just up our defensive pressure. That's all it really is. I feel like our defense was lacking in the past couple of games, and Coach has been emphasizing it. So we've just been trying to get back at it on defense.
Yeah, and it had to be good because you got out to the early lead, and as a senior leader on this team, you have to like how your team responded when Audubon fought back, and I believe got ahead by 1. Talk about the feeling and what you guys said in some of those timeouts to your team.
Well, honestly, it was much of the same, just getting our energy up and applying pressure. We just got to get back with our intense defense, do what we got to do. We're a scrappy team, so we got athletic guys. We could get out there and do what we got to do. I feel like defense is just the answer to everything.
And Andrew, looks like you got your legs back. Obviously, you were out for a little bit. Talk about the confidence you have right now, playing defense on the perimeter and then ultimately finishing with some of the baskets that you had.
It took a little bit for me to get my touch back. You see right there, that's a layup. But I feel like, these past couple games, it's just me getting back into the groove of things. And a game like this is really where, I could get out there and perform, do what I got to do. So I feel like my confidence is getting back there again.
Yeah, it definitely showed tonight. Hey, thanks for coming on with us, pal.
Thank you.
And we'll have you on here again. Best of luck the rest of the day, bud. Okay. And no stranger to Channel 19 interviews, Jimmy Zingaro.
How you doing, Mr. Schultz?
Good. And we're going to just be talking here, and I'm sure we'll at some point maybe see some of your highlights, especially walk us through that Dipsy Doodle play that you have. We'll wait till it comes up. But just in general, talk about how you guys played tonight as a team, guys coming off the bench having contributions.
The first quarter, we didn't really play the way we wanted to. I think they scored I think they had 15 points or something in the first quarter. And we like to try to hold teams under 40, which we got the job done today, only 38 points. But it didn't look like we were going to do that in the first quarter. So Behringer had to let us know, at the end of the first quarter that we got to step up our defense. We were definitely lacking in the first quarter, but we started to pick that up. As you saw, once we brought out that press, we got a lot of turnovers, forced turnovers, and that was basically what won us this game today.
And it definitely seemed like there was a lot of energy. Is playing defense like that's something that can carry over next game?
Yeah, for sure. This is something that we need to do every single game. Going into this season, that was supposed to be our memo. Playing defense, high energy, just getting to it. and we kind of got away from that a little bit. But you know, we're starting to get back to it, and this is what we need to do every game.
Yeah. Well, walk us through this one right here.
So I knew they were in a 2-3, and I knew that I can obviously shoot the ball, so the defenders are going to be running out on me. So I was going to try to take them baseline. When I got baseline, the front guy came up, and I knew I had to do a little reverse layup. And we work on that in practice every day, so you know, it wasn't anything special, just a reverse layup.
We needed super fans because that would have charged the gym, almost like a Mundell, CJ Mundell
Yeah,
dunk.
I can't get up there like CJ, but I mean, that's what I got to do to charge up the fans.
But that was a great move. And
thank you very much.
The other thing I think, and even before that play, talk about the ball movement you guys had, the kickouts, and how that was a big part of what you guys were able to do tonight.
Yeah, especially in a man, we obviously can all beat everyone off the dribble. We got a lot of ball handlers, but when they're in a zone like this, then we have to swing the ball. And we all, like I said multiple times when you interview me, is we got a lot of capable passers. So as long as we keep swinging the ball keeps moving, the defense keeps moving. That's when you find gaps, you get to the lane and get layups like that.
Yeah, and you definitely had a lot of that going on tonight. Jimmy, man, thanks for coming on with us. Congrats on a great game.
Thank you.
We're going to have.
I get guest interviewer, Jake. Talk to me.
Mr. Shivs, good team win tonight, especially with sort of a rough schedule with the PVI and Williamstown, and then the tough loss to Clearview. How does it feel to get a bounce-back win against Audubon?
I mean, you said it right there, bounce-back win. We as coaches, we kind of call it a get-right win. You know, rough couple of games, couple things what we thought we should have had, you know, games we thought we should have taken care of that we just didn't. So to have a game to be able to, again, get right, work on things we need to work on. I said it in the locker room at half, like it's more about building habits for games down the road. You know, games like this, you get away with some things, but you know, when you have a Haddon Township or a Haddon Field in the building, you don't get away with those things. So being able to take practice or work on things in here, build those habits, get better. So when those bigger teams, tougher competition come to town, you're kind of ready for it. So always good to, like you said, have a bounce back, get a win under the belt, and keep moving forward.
And late in that first quarter, we saw Audubon start to creep back into the game, and then Coach Behringer and you guys put on press. Talk about what was going on in that huddle during some of the timeouts now.
Unfortunately, it's kind of an energy thing. We unfortunately have a bit of a habit coming out maybe a little bit flat in games. So being able to throw a zone or throw on a press, get some traps going, get some energy going, get guys moving, try to force turnovers, easy buckets, things like that. It's just a way to change the pace of the game, get it into a pace maybe a little quicker, something we're a little bit more comfortable with. So just to make that change, make that adjustment, get things going in our favor, it's always a good tool to have in the back pocket to change the tide.
And we saw a lot of guys coming off the bench tonight, especially because of the score was the way it was. Can you talk about those guys who don't get a lot of minutes, maybe the things they do at practice or why they earn their spot on the varsity team?
Well, I mean, like you said, it happens in practice. These are guys who put the work in practice. They do things behind the scene. It's just the unfortunate situation of we've got seniors in front of them, right? We've got 3 senior starters and 2 juniors who got time last year. So it's just a really tough matchup to break, or sorry, a tough lineup to break into. So we have an opportunity to get them in there, get them minutes. It's kind of an investment going forward, right? Because next year when those seniors graduate, they're going to have to play a lot more minutes. So getting them in the game, get them on the court, get them minutes, get that feel for them. Again, it's great to always get them time and reward them for working hard in practice, but it's also, you know, getting them used to it so next year when they have to do it, it's a little bit more comfortable.
And then one last question for you. You're the main participant with a lot of the JV guys. How's the future of this boys team look?
Future looks really, really exciting. A lot of good young talent. I tell you what, the freshmen look really, really exciting. A lot of freshmen competing for time on JV. Probably a lot more who could get pulled up. So the freshmen look great. A lot of promise there. A couple really good-looking sophomores. So I'm really excited. I know Behringer's really excited. It's great to have a good old group now, knowing that we've got a really young crop coming up, and you know, we can just kind of keep the train rolling and be competitive for hopefully a while.
Thanks for coming on with us, Coach.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
And we're going to hand it over to John Hallwood back in the booth.
And you take a look at our next TV game Thursday, January 27th, of course. So we take a little break for Wednesday. But girls basketball, the Lady Knights take on the Woodbury Herd. That will be live on Channel 19. That will also be on YouTube.com. slash Sterling TV 19. Sterling wins this 58-38 over Audubon Wave. As that's going to do it for us here on Channel 19. A good special thank you for Rob Strauss, Jumbo Riddick, Matt Martin, Jake Clark, Rob Strauss, Mr. K, Jason Schulz. I'm John Hallwood, and good night.